Introduction. Education should begin in the cradle. Education of children is by far the greatest and the most noble nation building activity. For as the wise saying goes, what the child learns in the cradle and the habits that he forms in childhood follow him throughout his life. Healthy, intelligent, and wise young men and women of good character, endowed with divine virtues, are an invaluable asset to the nation. In fact, the nation's greatest asset. These young men and women who have received the right type of training in their childhood will bring forth in their turn worthy and noble children who will in their own age raise the nation's prestige and honor in the eyes of the world and contribute to its glory. Education is the manifestation of the divinity in man, of the greatest and the noblest traits latent in him. Education is the cultivation of character, and character is power. Character is what bestows immortality on man. The seed of good character should be sown in young boys and girls, for the soil is then fertile and arable. The task is much more difficult later on when the ground gets hardened. The knowledge students gather in schools and colleges should be useful in their lives and to others as well. Educational institutions should cease to be mere degree producing centers. Education should enable the students to be self reliant, independent, assiduous, and refined. It should instill in them a true sense of values, of spiritual culture. Education should start with the infant. Even the mother's lullaby should be divine and soul elevating, infusing into the child the healthy ideals of fearlessness, joy, peace, selflessness, and godliness. Though the child may be incapable of grasping the meanings of the words, the powerful thoughts of the mother directed with one pointed attention at the child whom she loves with all her heart are bound to exercise a profound influence on the child's mental makeup, his future career, and character. Scholastic education should be remodeled on an ideal relationship between the teacher and the student and properly adjusted with the march of time. The ratio of the teacher should be 1 in every score of students, and he must be in direct personal touch with them. Ethical training should find a prominent place in the curriculum. Spiritual education, without any religious bias, should almost form the very basis of instruction, retaining a synthetic, all round combination of other subjects that may be considered essential by a wise educational board. The first ideal of the teacher should be to create a vital interest among the children in their studies, for it is usually found that the knowledge of most of the subjects taught in the school is of very little use to the average boy or girl in later life, who forgets all that has been learnt soon after finishing the studies. For higher studies in particular branches, the students should be selected according to their aptitudes and intelligence, and given the opportunity of specializing in those subjects. The mother has a very responsible role in the education of her children. Equally important is the role of women teachers at kindergartens. There is something that woman can do to the child that a man cannot. Woman is man's first guru, and God has fitted her admirably to fulfill this glorious role. In her, the heart is well developed for educating the child. She can talk to the heart of the child. The child too will readily accept and assimilate her lessons. The child has more confidence in the mother. The mother wins the child's heart. From heart to heart, the lessons are deeply embedded in the very being of the child. Cultured and educated women with a spirit of selfless service should take to the teaching profession. Women with an independent outlook who wish to render public service have their distinct field in the teaching professions where they too can shine as brilliantly as men in other walks of life. They can treat all the children of the world as their own. They can expand their heart and attain cosmic consciousness. The times have changed now. The world needs dedicated women with the boldness and courage of man. Such women who have masculine courage and firmness and feminine compassion and understanding can do wonders and can shine as yoginis. Education and nation building. National schools, colleges, and universities must be well organized. Boys and girls should get the right type of education. Only then the cultural spirit can be kept up. That education which makes you tread the path of truth and righteousness, which molds your character, which helps you to attain freedom, perfection, and knowledge of the self, and at the same time enables you to eke out an honest living while doing your social duties, can be called true education. The most wonderful machine in the world is the physical body. It consists of different systems, organs, and parts. If all the systems, organs, and parts work in harmony, if all the parts are in sound condition, one can enjoy good health. If a single part or system or organ goes out of order, there is disharmony and you get disease. Even so, the society or nation consists of different communities and individuals. Every individual should carry out his duty properly. He must be strong and healthy to discharge his duties. Otherwise, the society or the nation will become weak and undergo decay and degeneration. Mere bubbling enthusiasm and slogans and parades will not do. True love and the spirit of service should be cultivated. Every nerve and every cell should throb with a spirit of dedication. If you have not got this spirit, you will have to develop it to a maximum degree through service of humanity. Study again and again the lives of great sages and saints who gave up their lives for religion. Work under a good leader for some years. Serve him, honor him, obey him. Obedience is greater than sacrifice. You will imbibe his spirit and virtues. Do not try to become a leader yourself. If everybody wants to become a leader, if everybody wants to command, the movement will die. Learn to serve, learn to obey. You can do real service to religion and the country. The world needs good, healthy mothers, strong boys and girls. What do we find these days in India? India, the land which produced Bhishma, Drona, Bhima, Arjuna, Ashwatthama, Parasurama, and countless other chivalrous warriors, the soil which nurtured numberless Rajput chiefs of undaunted intrepidity, unparalleled chivalry, and matchless strength, abounds now with effeminate, impotent weaklings. The laws of health are ignored and neglected. The nation is suffering. The world requires numberless brave spiritual heroes, moral soldiers who are equipped with five virtues, which are ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. Those who possess health and strength, those who are endowed with the above five virtues, those who have knowledge of the self, they alone can secure well and good for all. Education is an integrating process, overhauling the whole being of the individual, enabling him to fit into the cosmic law manifest within as well as without in the different stages and strata of life.